Hi.
Yeah.
I find myself taking score too soon, and it's kind of like shooting me in the foot. I'll put things out there. They will manifest part way, and then I'll get anxious, and then it doesn't go all the way, and I get...
Well, it doesn't go all the way right then, but that contrast does fill in the asking with more. When you take score too soon, it does slow it down a bit, but it also, when you know what you don't want, you know more clearly what you do want. So it does add some momentum to it that you're not quite ready for. That's the part that's bothering you. That while you may even acknowledge or know that something else is opening and that there's now more momentum, you can feel that it just got faster, which made you feel slower. Think about that. In other words, everything is relative, isn't it? And so the whole point of how you feel is that when you ask for more than you are allowing, it feels uncomfortable. As you allow it more, it feels more satisfying. But in time, it really is time to open a new loop that calls you further. And so a lot of what we've been talking about as we've been together in these hours is to help you relax into the unfinished business. Relax into the fact that it hasn't manifested yet, and therefore it's all right to take score. Jerry and Esther are in Yuma. It's all right to acknowledge that you're in Yuma. We don't want them to deny that they're in Yuma. We just don't want them to feel stuck in Yuma, because you never are.
The contradictory part of me that comes up in my mind says things like, well, were these things really meant for me? If I'm such a great manifester, like, isn't it supposed to happen right away? Like, is the universe planning something I don't know? And then it just...
So give those to us one at a time. We're going to answer them, but give and there's more. Give them to us one at a time, slowly.
These things that I thought were meant for me, were they really? Did I identify them correctly?
Absolutely, but they're not the everything and all. They were the piece of what you wanted that was the closest match to what you were able to allow to lead you to the next thing that you're asking for. So they were perfect, not finished, but perfect. Not finished, but perfect. What was the next one? Did you like that?
I loved it.
What's the next one? Harder to find now, isn't it? But you can.
I guess so yes, they're perfect when they come, and
you gave us a stream of them. Give those back to us.
I almost don't know what to say anymore.
You can't find them. You can't find them because you shifted just that much that those lack. So the law of attraction is not feeding to you those because you're in a different vibrational place. See how that works? But if we poke at you long enough, you'll find them.
I have this like attachment to I want this result and I want it to be like this. Like I want this.
Well, isn't that logical? You've collected data and you think you want it to be like that, but try to step into the essence of why you want it rather than the details of it. Step into the essence of what it would feel like to be there. Can you give us an example?
Yeah. For example, there's someone that I would love to collaborate with in my business that I feel came to me from a space of like my alignment. Like I was in meditation, this person, like conveniently their name shows up and turns out they live like 30 minutes away from me. And then it's been like...
All right, so a specific person for specific reasons.
Yeah.
So and how long has this been going on that you've been wanting this and it's not come about? Yesterday? Like
a year and a half.
All right. So now find the existing matches. Find something to write some fiction for us. Write some fiction for us. In other words, it hasn't happened yet. But what does that collaboration mean to you? What would it feel like? Why did you choose that person? Why do you think you're a good match?
I really admire how much this person has created in their life, and I feel like it's in the direction of where I'm going.
And what would the collaboration mean to you?
It would, I feel like ultimately it's just a confirmation of alignment that
there
matters
you go
most.
And that's the taking score and the wanting to get, in other words, that's the trying to manage it. But when you think about it, just knowing this person, knowing this person's work, you have gained the advantage from it already. You have matched your marbles up with them, and the most that you could do when you meet them is just say thanks. Or are you saying, I want to collaborate with a mind like that, because I think that if we are a match, and what I would say and what they would say would cause my leading edge to expand. Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, for sure.
And so do you think that's the only person in the world with whom you could do that?
No, but I really want it to be that person, and
Well,
that's what bothers me.
But I really want it to be that person because
they're the best at what they do in the field they do it in.
so far as I know, they're the best at what they do in the field that they do it in. But does your logic tell you that what if the universe leads you to one that leads? What if the water heater breaks and the water turns off, and then something else comes, 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 something else comes? Wouldn't that be all right? You see, if Esther had started out that day, woke up taking a shower and said, I have 40 pounds of pressure and I want 70. I can't turn everything on my shower at once. No one else in the house can shower at the same time. If Esther had started out that day, she would not have had that magnificent unfolding in the way that it was. Something leading to something, leading to something, leading to something, leading to something, leading to something. And this is what we want to impart to you. It is working out. But when you say it isn't, then you're the reason that it's slowing down. It's slow because you think it isn't working out. So the marbles in your bag aren't letting it work out. Where if you'd relax and say, well, this is working out and this is working out. I found this work. How did that happen? How did you come to know that person? How did your appreciation of them and their work and what they know even come about? How did you find that? You were led to that, and in the same way that you're led to that, you can be led to the next and to the next and to the next. What if the person that you've chosen, while they may be on the leading edge, what if they're tired? What if they're not reaching anymore? What if they've written the last book that they care about writing? What if they're not looking for anything else? What if they've got other things? So you're going to wait around for them to change their mind, or are you going to trust that the law of attraction and your inner being know what you're looking for and know where to find it, and will lead it to you over and over and over and over and over again? That's how it works.
That makes sense.
Yes. Yeah. That's logical, isn't it? Something more?
When all of the components in Esther's story broke to lead to the increased water pressure.
Yeah, those unwanted things were actually cooperative components. They were cooperating. They didn't look like they were cooperating. They looked like they were giving her trouble. They were cooperating components because things are always working out for her. Now, could she have just met someone who gave her 70 pounds of pressure? Yes, that's possible. But what difference does it make? Well, time. Well, Esther has time. Lots more fun this way. Esther likes fun. In other words, there's no right or wrong in it. Just let the way things are unfolding for you be the right way. Ooh, let the way they are unfolding be the right way.
The only thing I feel like still comes up for me is when I'm anxious and things shift, then I get mad at myself, versus when I'm feeling in alignment and something breaks, I'm like, that's cool, that's fine. But when things are going well and then I feel anxious and then it breaks, that's when I'm like, oh, but that's my fault, and then I get mad at myself.
Well, we think that'll happen less and less because of the calibration that has happened with you in these hours that we've been together. We said it a few days ago that it's quite easy to point at what you want, and it's something else altogether when someone's yanking your chain. And there was pointing is just you acting taking an action. I'm pointing. But when you're defending, it's a reaction. And what you're reacting to has you pushing against something. So you're actually pushing against something, calling it and pushing it away at the same time. So as you're expressing that, we don't want you to, you said, I get mad at myself. Well, how do you know what the path of least resistance is until you've had a little resistance? And how do you know what more allowance is until you've had some resistance? And how do you know which you even prefer without the experience? So a good process or tool is acknowledging, well, I've felt this way before, and then something opened up. Let's see if we can find a way to focus on this absolute fact. Knowing what I don't want is helpful. Step one is essential. There's no limit on how many step ones one should have. In fact, the more alive you feel and the more you are asking, the more step ones you're going to have. The key is that the step one be brief, that it be something that causes the launching, and that you understand the system, the way it works so well that you turn instantly to what you're looking for, rather than defending. Well, I'm here for this reason, and it's the difference between this is what it is for you, for most everybody in this situation. It's wanting to defend the rightness of your request and the rightness of your opinion, rather than just which is better for me, an opinion or an intention. Intention, always better. And your intentions keep changing, and your opinions that aren't serving you just begin to fall by the wayside. There's a time that your opinion is that you're not very good at something, and then you get really good at it, and that opinion falls by the wayside. Or your opinion could be there's not enough exhilarating things coming to you, and then exhilarating things come, and that opinion falls by the wayside. So opinions are just moments in time, and sometimes they serve you and sometimes they don't, but an intention will always serve you. An intention will always serve you. And in the majority of times, an opinion doesn't have to be, but it usually is pushing against something. It's defending, justifying, rationalizing, defending, trying to get somebody else to agree with you. And what we want you to just keep trying to remember is that your inner being does agree with you. Your inner being agrees that you carved it out just right. Your inner being agrees that you were in the right place at the right time. Your inner being agrees that the contrast served you really well. Your inner being agrees that you launched a rocket of desire. Your inner being agrees that it's a really good rocket of desire. Your inner being agrees that cooperative components will be gathered to it, and that your rocket of desire will get bigger and bigger and bigger. Your inner being agrees that the momentum is going to get so strong that you'll just be compelled, called to it. Wild horses couldn't keep you from it. It'll be exhilarating and be life-giving. Your inner being knows all of that and agrees with all of that and is calling you continually, and little by little you're agreeing with it too. You're agreeing with it too. You're becoming invincible and sure-footed and knowing and unafraid and eager to jump into things, and nothing phases you and nothing bothers you, and things that people think that they can't do, you know you can do, and you're not worried about anything. And you move from uncertain to more certain to possible to probable to absolute. In other words, and you do that really, really quickly. And as people pay attention to you, they see what you're doing, they wonder, and their marbles get all mixed up, and some of them have issues with you because things seem like they're coming so easily to you. And you have some compulsion to try to explain to them what's not working for them, but you don't get overboard about that, because if you try too hard to make people understand why things are going so well for you as you focus with them on why they're not, then you muddy up your own water. So you discover it's better to just be the brilliant, asking, leading edge person that you are, and let everybody else, because of the perfection and precision of the law of attraction, find their way with you or someplace else. Yeah?
Absolutely.
Enough?
More than enough.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Really good. Really good.